Pakistan being unpredictable. This is definitely not the first rodeo in Dallas, Texas. It was a topsy-turvy innings as the host, the United States of America, have restricted Pakistan to 159. Shaheen Shah Afridi getting those important runs, 23 in the end. Babar Azam got 44. Shadab got 40. We are back at Cricbuzz Live to discuss all this and more about which Pakistan side woke up today and how US has been. I'm Saiyami Kher. I've got Joyda with me and DK sitting after a nice heavy meal that he's eaten. Welcome back, DK. Are you impressed with
Thanks,
the way?
Saiyami.
Are you impressed with the way America went about things today?
Highly impressive. Just right from the start, I thought Saurabh Netrawalkar set the tone for them, bowled right areas, asked the right question, backed it up with some superlative fielding. A terrific bowling effort. All they need to do is find a way to play those fast bowlers well, and we are in with a superb second innings right now.
Joyda, game on, 159, and we know that they've chased down that 194 on this ground itself.
It's like what I say is that Pakistan, now which side of the bed they woke up. Well, except for three of them, the alarm didn't go off at all. You know? I think they didn't wake up at all. I mean, only Babar Azam and Shadab and to a certain extent Shaheen Shah Afridi towards the end. I think they sort of woke up and played an innings, but they
and
have
like
what
you said, Azam Khan was maybe still at breakfast.
He might have, or they've snatched the breakfast away and he was unhappy about it. One never knows, but Poochtaach will happen on this matter. But I think that's the point, that what is happening is this match, what I love about it, it's on a knife edge now. Because it's a kind of total which is doable, but of course they have a very, very accomplished attack. So you love it because this match is deliciously set up. It's in a perfect situation. It's not such a small target. Because, I'll tell you one thing. A very small target also in some ways scares you.
Yeah.
It's tricky. This is a target which is reasonable, but it's definitely not out of reach.
But DK, did I not understand this pitch? Was it doing something early on? Was the ball moving around? Because we saw what New York was. It was, to the blind eye, it was a very difficult pitch. But this one looked like the ball was coming out of the bat.
It had no massive demons in it. Yes, there was a little bit of seam movement, which is there in most parts of the world. If the ball is hard and new, there is a little bit of seam movement. But it's definitely a good pitch to bat on. We saw Shaheen Shah Afridi go about doing his thing. We saw Shadab Khan play some attacking shots. You can see Babar Azam is searching for runs here, and hence the lack of confidence coming through, not getting those big boundaries, or at least boundaries that we're used to seeing, the cover drives and the flicks, which he is so fluent in. Overall, it was a batting performance which lacks confidence. There's always been question marks about the middle order. So to answer your question, it is a good batting pitch. One where if two equally balanced teams are playing, you would definitely say the team batting second has a superb chance.
Joyda, I just want to have a look at that batting card once again. We saw Babar Azam, like DK said, he was trying to set himself in. We've seen Shadab get 40. We spoke about how he's not been in the best of form. But you feel there were a few unnecessary shots by Usman and Fakhar maybe to up the ante at that point?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think both Usman and Fakhar, I mean, you can't say anything about Rizwan because I think he got out to a beauty and that catch was absolutely superb. It was a decent delivery. You could edge that ball, but the next two were absolutely, and the way they hit, you had a wicket in the second over, then a wicket in the third over, Usman goes, and then when you lost Fakhar Zaman in that next over, in the 26 at 4.4 in the fifth over, if you lose 6, within the first 6, if you lose 3 or more, you're in trouble. And that's it. After that, though they managed to stitch together a partnership, what they couldn't do is attack as early as they wanted to.
True.
So what had happened is that by that time, the run rates also increased a lot, which meant that then you had to attack towards the end. Then Kenjige comes and takes wickets for you. And so basically, they never got off. They went to second gear, they went to even third gear, but then after that, they could never go to top gear at all.
But DK, again, a power play which was really underpowered. 22 dot balls in that power play. But going with Babar Azam, you think good move to get him into open?
Look, I just feel that they had set up Saim Ayub as somebody who could take on the bowling, a left-hander, and then Babar Azam was coming at 3. But as we discussed at the start of the pre-show, that at the end of the day, this pitches require batsmanship, and there's no one better than Babar Azam in Pakistan. So an understandable move, but he's searching for confidence. I just felt that he was a tad too nervous, actually. And that is surprising. A couple of times, the way he was running, he wasn't that confident Babar Azam that we are used to seeing, which was pretty surprising. And the whole Pakistan innings was like a car engine without radiator water. It starts, stops. There was no smoothness to it at different points of time. Even though they wanted to push it, it wasn't coming through as well as they would have liked.
Joyda, Babar Azam, like he said, it just didn't seem smooth. But will he take confidence from this innings, or will he not feel like he's got the rhythm yet?
I think the win, he'll at least say that I've spent time in the crease, and people like Babar Azam, the more time they're monsters. The more time they stay on the crease, the better they'll get. So he'll be happy that he's played through. And again, when players play through when they're not at their fluent best, that's really good for them, because then they played through a bad patch, and he wasn't looking at his best, and yet he managed to play through. He was one of the two guys who got into their 40s.
Yes.
What he will be worried about at this point is not so much his personal form, but the way his team played.
True.
And the way that, given that innings, remember what we were talking about, that Harris Shroff, Shaheen Shah Afridi, they are coming in too early. That means the batting does not have that much power left in it. Once Iftikhar got out, they were in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
And I think that's the one thing. Shaheen Shah Afridi actually...
They got lucky with him.
They got lucky with him. He rescued them for a bit, because I think that last partnership, that 15-20 runs they gave, I mean, this could have easily been a 145 total, which would have looked even worse.
No, his 23 were very important runs, but also we spoke about Shadab in the pre-match show and how he's not really been in the best of form. DK, you think this 40 is something, when you bat well, it kind of reflects on your bowling as well? You think this confidence will help him with the ball as well?
Absolutely. As an all-rounder, if one of your primary skills go well, it definitely rubs off on the other. And that is something Pakistan will need badly today. USA has a few right-handers, and they'll need Shadab Khan to come good, because if he comes good, then the chances for them to win increases exponentially. And the best part is, the biggest plus, rather, can't say the only plus, but the biggest plus was how well Shadab Khan batted. And that was impressive to see. You can see, being a captain of the PSL team, he has the maturity, he's taken on the responsibility, and that shows in his batting. All he needs to do is deliver with the ball, which he is very capable of.
Well, he will see what he does with the ball, but the way America has bowled today was extremely impressive. We'll have a look at their bowling card. They started off with Saurabh Netravalkar. He gave away only 8 runs in his first 3 overs, got that 1 wicket, of course, complemented by some brilliant fielding, but just the start that they wanted.
Absolutely. He bowled beautifully. In the beginning, he was swinging it in and out. To the left-hander, he was swinging it, taking it away from both left-hander and right-hander. I loved the way he bowled up front. He was absolutely superb. And on a pitch like that, when you know that, today batters are used to sort of freeing themselves and trying to go for it, he always had a chance. And he knew his job was to go and take wickets up front. Kenjige was their big bonus.
Yes.
Left arm bowler, getting them wickets up front. Suddenly, those 2 wickets they didn't expect. And that really put a break on them. So they bowled beautifully throughout. I thought, they attacked Harmeet because that was the time. They played him a bit also, but he was the one person they had to attack in the middle, because that was the one time Pakistan had a game under some control between 26 and 98. So they attacked the middle overs bowling, Ali Khan, but nobody bowled badly today. Even Pradeep, he didn't start off very well, but he came back well. So everyone has contributed, and I thought it was an overall very, very good bowling effort, very well put together again. I also loved the way Netravalkar bowled towards the end, because he knows this is a time to pitch it up, try and get LBs, just try and trap them. These are not top batsmen. They're not set in the crease. Let me try and go for the LB. And I like the way he bowled.
DK, have you spent time with Saurabh? Because I know that he's played with MI for some time. Zach was talking about it. Do you know that the ball that comes in is something that he's worked on a lot?
I've played a bit of cricket with him. I remember he was part of the MI team. I've played against him actually when he's playing for Bombay. So he's a good bowler, someone not the sharpest in terms of speed, but someone who always had a bit of movement coming back into the batter. See, he's a very clever guy. In normal walk of life, he's actually a very, very clever guy. He went to pursue higher education in America. That's one of the main reasons why he went. And then obviously he ended up playing for America itself. That's a different matter altogether. But you could see how well he was thinking, the way he went around the wicket early in his spell, even in the 3rd over of power play, the way he went and tucked up Babar Azam, didn't give him too much room. So he's a thinking cricketer, someone with his limited skills with the ball was able to exploit every area, and that was good to see.
Well, someone who also exploited every area was Kenjige. He was very impressive, picked up 3 wickets today, pick of the bowlers for America. Did he impress you today, Joyda?
Absolutely. I have a quiz question for you. What's common between him, the film Hum, and the Archies, the film The Archies.
I never have the answers to your
But I had to ask this
questions.
because
What is it?
incredibly, you know where he studied? His entire schooling is at the Lawrence School, Lovedale.
Oh.
And he was the captain of the Lawrence School Lovedale team. Very interesting history. His father was a professor at Tuskegee University in the US. This kid comes back, does further education in India, studies in school in India, further does engineering in India, then goes back to the United States of America. And now he's playing for them. And I thought he was the difference with the ball because that's what they didn't get previously. You know, somebody spinner up front getting wickets for them. And he took crucial wickets. Again, when they were looking like they were getting momentum, he comes and gets that 2 wickets together, which really put the brakes on them. And I think he was the surprise package for me, and he bowled really well.
DK, Joyda surprised me with really turning ball there. I have no answer to what he said, but you were impressed with the way Kenjige bowled?
Yes, he was really helped by some ordinary shot selection by all 3 batters who got out to him. But let's not take any credit away from Kenjige. I thought he consistently hit good lengths. He's not somebody who's highly skilled in terms of loop or somebody who has drift. All of that he doesn't possess. Just a basic side spinner who gets the ball in the right area. And Pakistan were in a bit of a hurry. And you could see with the results that Kenjige got. All said and done, bowling with the new ball in T20 cricket is a skill in itself, and that he did very well today.
So, Joyda, the big question, can we expect an upset today? It's all set for that big game. 159 is what Pakistan had made against India when Virat got the game home for India. 159 again. We know that America has chased at 194 on this ground itself.
Yeah, but that was a very different bowling
Yes.
attack from the bowling attack. These boys will be breathing fire. It's a big match for them, so it's not going to be easy. But see, if you look at class, people like Stephen Taylor, they have the class. They have the ability to be able to score the runs. Monak Patel, they have the ability. Monak Patel is technically very proficient. They have the batting. Goose is there, so it's not...
You know what Jones did in the last game, and then there's Corey
Jones is
Anderson.
there. Yeah, so they have batting. They have batting which has experience as well. It's just a matter, I feel this match will be decided in the first 3-4 overs. I feel that if they don't lose wickets and they sort of get that confidence, then it's not that big a total. If Pakistan makes early inroads, I think the game changes.
Okay, so Joydas said it because we already started the match and he thinks the game's going to be decided in the first 3-4 overs. So quickly, DK, your predictions for the power play.
42.
42 is your number, but go for it,
Yeah,
Joyda.
that's my favorite number, but yeah. No, I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go 38.
I was wanting to go somewhere there, but I'll
You
go
can go
with...
38 as well. Nowadays,
the rules have changed. I will go with 40. So 42, 40, 38. Those are our scores. Let's see if we get them right. We know we are in for a very exciting contest. So we are going to go out and watch that contest. We'll be giving you all the updates at the 10 over point at the Cricbuzz Combox. Thank you so much for watching.